I'd like to talk to you a little bit about bread and high fructose corn syrup, which is an ingredient in a lot of breads, and I think is really unhealthy, and I've been trying to avoid that stuff. So anyway, this is 100% whole wheat bread. You might think it's quite healthy because it says 100% whole wheat. Make sure to check the ingredients, folks, though, because look at this. The very third thing on the ingredients list of this bread is high fructose corn syrup. That's right. So, you know, although it says 100% whole wheat, that does not mean that it's necessarily healthy. High fructose corn syrup, I think, is really bad for you, even though it's, you know, everywhere. The reason why it's everywhere is because manufacturers use it as a sugar substitute, and it's much cheaper than actual sugar. But there have been some studies which say that high fructose corn syrup is really bad for you and sort of eats away at your insides over years, you know, your liver and stuff like that. I personally have tried to avoid it and actually feel a lot healthier just ingesting real sugar or not even having any sugar or high fructose corn syrup at all. Anyway, so this one's going in the garbage. This is not a good bread. I was recently at the grocery store and I saw this, Oro Wheat. It says they're now advertising no high fructose corn syrup because consumers are now getting more aware. This is a Oro Wheat healthy multigrain bread sweetened with honey, made with whole grain. Generally, the whole grain breads are going to be better for you than, you know, of course, a white bread or a cracked wheat bread. That other loaf that I showed you at first is more of a cracked wheat type. Those have more sugar and more high fructose corn syrup. But anyway, this one has no high fructose corn syrup, although it does have some sugar. But if you look at the ingredients list here, sugar is way down, you know, sort of near the bottom right here. So, you know, as you know, when you're looking at ingredients lists, the first stuff is the most prevalent in the product. So, you know, this doesn't have sugar as being, you know, one of the #1 things or anything like that. It's way down at the bottom. So I would say that this bread is a pretty good bread. So just when you're shopping, make sure you look at the ingredients. And again, I have tried to avoid high fructose corn syrup whenever possible and really do feel a lot better and more healthy without it. When I've gone for, you know, a week or two not having it and then suddenly I'll have a soda with it or something, you know, like have a Coke or whatever, I sort of feel it right away. I kind of feel like, oh man, I just did something to my body. I feel kind of achy and just weak and I don't know, just not quite as healthy. So whenever I can, I try to go for real sugar rather than high fructose corn syrup. And then if in my bread, you know, if I don't want to have even a lot of sugar. So and I think a lot of breads do have some sugar, but really mainly the main gist of it is try to avoid high fructose corn syrup whenever you can. Thanks for watching.